Some first-time city council candidates are considering legal action after Premier Doug Ford announced his plans to cut the number of council members in half. Well, now one group is offering up legal support and funding for those candidates, many of whom have made financial sacrifices and career changes to run in races. They say they now have little chance of winning.
Doug Ford says he's for the little guy, but what will happen if 100 little guys take him to court? These people who are running these campaigns and have invested significant time and resources into their campaigns, their campaigns turn unwinnable overnight when and if Ford's legislation passes. So there needs to be a legal recourse set up for them, because these are regular people. They're not well connected. They don't have access to the best legal teams. So Resist Ford is looking at securing pro bono legal representation for these candidates that would be able to sue Doug Ford's government.
The campaign was launched by Nick Sergis, who was volunteering for a first-time candidate in Ward 21 when news of Ford's council cuts broke last week. He's since left that campaign to help first-time candidates of all stripes challenge Premier Ford legally through Resist Ford. The group says it has already raised thousands of dollars in funding after just one day and have had dozens of candidates express interest in taking the Premier to court. One of them is Kalsang Doma, a settlement worker who was running against incumbent Gord Perks in Parkdale High Park. She says support from Resist Ford's legal fund will help her stay focused on her campaign, which has now been thrown into chaos thanks to Ford's legislation.
I have to work on my own campaign finances, right? And mounting a legal challenge is another matter, right? Who has that kind of resources? And we should be right now working on talking about issues that affect our daily lives in the city. We shouldn't be having to talk about the cuts. We should be talking about what matters in this city. Now, with this change, I will be running again two strong incumbents who are going through third and fourth terms, and this also shows that my chances, people like me who are equally capable, who can equally represent the city of Toronto and at the neighborhood level and at the city level, are not going to have that chance. And there's a very good chance that we may not even have one woman of color in the whole city hall.
We did reach out to the Premier's office for reaction on the potential lawsuits. They say they would only say that they are planning to move forward with the Better Local Government Act to save taxpayers $25 million. It's unclear, though, what a legal challenge against the province could end up costing taxpayers.